Alright, approaching the dam. We should see our drop queues soon. Wow, lots of flak coming off the dam. Holy crap. I'm going to drop right away so I can immediately climb to medium altitude. There goes the bouncing bomb, and... Hey everybody, Cougar here with some more Bomber Crew. We're going to be moving along to the next critical mission. I have been grinding some missions, quite a bit of grinding actually, because they were really fun missions and I wanted to do them. But, so now I'm pretty well set up to take on this critical mission and whatever critical missions there are after this one. So let's check out our bouncing bomb test run. Go ahead and begin the mission. We are planning a big raid on a hydroelectric dam, says Wing Commander Biggins. This is your chance to get to grips with this new type of bomb before the big day. So let's do that. Before we get started, I wanted to point out one of the new features that was just added in a recent update, which is the lock pilot in seat button right here, and we're going to do that right now before we even take off. We're also going to do our standard pre-resupply of our gunners. The tail gunner does not need it because he is on a belt-fed gun at this point. But now we're ready to take off. Switch to our pilot, immediately switch to lean, although we think this will be a relatively short mission. You never really know. Go ahead and get our first nav marker set up before we even leave the ground. Back to the pilot and raise our gear. We are over friendly territory, so I'm going to go ahead and speed up time. So the devs have pushed 2 updates so far since the release of Bomber Crew. They've both been extremely useful and full of fantastic goodies. This one did some difficulty balancing, as well as adding that feature to lock the pilot in the seat, which is something that a lot of players requested. I am at low altitude, but a little trick here, send him up to medium altitude till he gets above the clouds and then back down to low. Now he'll be at the... Alright, we are already... I'm going to slow down time again. We're already at the bouncing bomb test run area. As I approach the dam, look for the targeting lights in the bomb aimer's sight and release the bomb when the targeting lights converge. So, because we have to be on a specific heading to do this, our pilot is treating that nav marker as a runway nav marker, for example, and he is going to set us up on the proper heading to engage. Now that we're getting there, let's get back to our nose gunner, switch him down into the bombardier's seat. We do not have to open any bomb bay doors because, as you can see, the bomb is suspended underneath the aircraft right there. So now we can just select the bomb. And when we get close enough, you're going to see some odd-looking twin lights appear in our aiming sight. And you do want to do this correctly, because if you do not do it correctly, it will not work. All right, 1 and down. Bounce, 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 bounce. Boom! Here we go. Looks like a successful test to me. Good show. Thank you very much, Wing Commander Biggins. Let's put our bombardier back into the seat and head back home. I would not be surprised if we've just lost contact with a Spitfire patrol in the channel. See if you can locate them, but keep your eyes peeled for the enemy. We will do that as soon as you give us a new nav marker. Enemy fighter spotted on radar. We have the Mark II radar right now. I hope to be upgrading to Mark III soon. Our gunners are fully equipped with their upgrades now, so they'll take these guys out really quickly. Let's get our tail gunner focused. We've got more enemy fighters coming in off to our 2 o'clock. Get a new nav marker. There's the downed pilot. They just want us to get eyes on him, I guess. Maybe take a photo. see my extremely experienced dudes are making short work of those fighters. Optional recon target spotted. We've located one. Located a second. Now we just need to locate the third. There he is. Alright, we've located all of those. We've got an optional recon opportunity over here. Let's take advantage of that before we head home. Get our nose gunner back into the bomb position. Got more fighters coming in. A little slow picking those up. May want to... we're almost over the target, so let's hold off on activating our special abilities. Alright, took a good photo. Put him back in the seat. Got more fighters coming in. I would like to hurry and get our nav marker set back toward home as quickly as possible. Dorsal gunner's running a little low. We can use focus again. Focus. Save our incendiary for now, since we're taking these guys down so quickly. We don't really need it. Just so you can see how it looks once this one on our tail gets lined up. Go to incendiary. Oh, and he's down. So that was a waste of a good incendiary. Oop, I accidentally asked my nose gunner to resupply. Or my tail gunner to resupply. I wanted my dorsal gunner to do it. And that's it. Mission successful. We destroyed the dam, we spotted the Spitfires down in the channel, and we cleared the area of enemies. Now we return to base and can immediately launch the critical mission. Let's check our fuel status. We got buttloads of fuel. I'm going to boost just to get us over friendly territory a tiny bit faster. Back to base. Alright. Almost over friendly territory, and we'll be able to speed up time. Time sped up. Passing London. And we should get our runway indicator any second. There it is. And lower the gear. Right. Well done, bomber crew. Lots of money for that. And lots of money for our optional recon photo. So good. I'm not going to waste any time putting any upgrades or anything in here. We want to get right to the next critical mission. Our nose gunner has unlocked a couple of new abilities. That's great. No, that's our engineer, sorry. Whose secondary skill is gunner. And we've unlocked radar Mark IV. That's what I was waiting on. So we have Mark III already. Mark IV is now available to us. So let's go ahead and see if we can upgrade that now. Systems radar Mark IV. It will not put us over our weight, so let's go ahead and do that. Better radars give you improved range and sweep frequency. Good to know. Briefing. This is Operation Chastise. We'll be, according to Wing Commander Biggins, we'll be knocking out a dam that supplies an enemy hydroelectric power station. To do this, we'll be dropping an experimental bouncing bomb, the one we just tested. You'll be flying low and facing enemy AA guns, so give it your best shot. Will do, Wing Commander Biggins. Thank you very much. To the pilot, lock him in place. To the engineer, switch to lean. since this looks like a fairly long flight to get to the target. Wing Commander Biggins advising us not to let our bouncing bomb get damaged on the way there. That sounds like a plan. And we can speed up time since we're over friendly territory. Now it looks fairly clear. I wouldn't mind being up at medium altitude on the way in, except it just got overcast. That's going to be a problem. If you look at our navigator's screen, we've still got, now we've got 0 visibility of the ground, which is going to inhibit our navigation. Now we're at 8%. That's still not really good enough to get good fixes, so we're probably going to want to drop back down. It looked clear, but it wasn't really that clear. So let's get back down to low altitude. Enemy fighters coming in. They're all tagged, ready to go. Let's see if we can radio ahead for recon and get an idea of what's out there in front of us. I'll go ahead and focus these guys. It's so early in the mission, it'll definitely recharge a couple of times before we finish the mission. That didn't seem to do much good. We're encountering some flak here. This is the random flak. I don't worry too much about this. If I could be above it, I would prefer to be above it, but since we're having trouble navigating up there, we can just fly right through it and hope for the best. Alright. All those fighters are down. Got a new nav marker. And you see these little flashes off here to the right? Those are the flak guns firing. It gives you a sense of you don't want to fly right over them, and in fact, if you fly this far out from them, we're probably going to be right at the edge of its range. We can actually check that. Alright, so our radio for recon didn't give us that much info. If it's recharged, I will use it again. It's not recharged yet. But yeah, see, we're right at the edge of that flak umbrella there. And we've got something malfunctioning. Let's send our engineer back to repair that. Actually, it's just the electrics. Let's go ahead and... Nah, alright, engineer. I was going to send my radio operator back there, since he's useless anyway if that actually goes down. Like that. So now his radar is completely useless. We might as well have sent him back there to fix it. But as soon as it's fixed, I want to be able to pick up any enemy fighters in the air. Nearby, a hazard, look at it. We're going to be flying right through this. Let's send a manual nav marker out here, try and take us around this flak if we can. At least keep us on the outer edge of it, not fly right over the guns. Got more fighters. I got to get my engineer back to his station. In fact, I'm going to take the engineer and put him down in the belly gun. Even though we're only at low altitude and there probably won't be many fighters below us, you never know. Alright, we're almost out of this flak umbrella. Go ahead and set our final nav marker. Well, not final, but updated anyway. Alright. We got a heavy fighter behind us. I need to get him resupplied and get ready to set our tail gunner to focus an incendiary, light that heavy bomber up, and it's down. Okay, approaching the dam. Remember to start the bombing run at low altitude. We are at low altitude, so we're good to go. We're going to have to get on a proper heading to do this. Get our nose gunner down into the bomb section, select our bomb. fighters. Now, my radio operator does have the auto tag ability. I usually save that until I really need it. Like when you're setting up on a bomb run like this. I didn't need it just then, but I would use it. Like if fighters appeared right now, I would use the auto tag ability. Alright, approaching the dam. We should see our drop queues soon. Wow, lots of flak coming off the dam. Holy crap. I'm going to drop right away so I can immediately climb to medium altitude. There goes the bouncing bomb, and boom. Top stuff. Return to base. Will do. Wing Commander Biggins. Now, more fighters coming in. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and auto tag. I want to focus on getting up out of this flak. I would boost if I had my engineer at his station, which he is not. There's another heavy fighter behind us. Let's see if our tail gunner is... this would be our engineer. Focus for him because that's a music fighter. They fly underneath you and fire directly up. And we've got more fighters coming in there. Make sure we get our bombardier back up into the nose gun. I don't think we've done that yet. And we've got a engine on fire. Let's move our navigator over to the engineer station, have him hit our engine fire extinguishers, and then back to the nav station. We've got another fire here. And then back to the navigator station. Oh, we got another fire now. Well, that's it for engine extinguishers. We have used all 3 of the engine extinguishers available to us. Our nose gunner running a little low on ammo, and it seems to be fairly quiet now. Our engineer as well, out of ammo. Stewart got a little shot up there. Since he's in the nose, I'm not going to worry too much about getting him healed. He should be okay. We're still over Germany. But we are above all that flak, see? We got more fighters coming in. I'm glad I reloaded those guys. We'll be ready to hit focus when they start making their run. Alright, focus. Focus, and focus, and they're all down. More at low altitude, 1 o'clock low. Now again, that random flak that's below us is not super dangerous, but if you have the opportunity of avoiding it by getting a medium altitude, why not? One of our engines is out. 2 of our engines are out. We're going to get our engineer out there on the wing to repair those engines. Our navigator back over on the nav station. I'm not terribly worried about nav updates right now because we are heading in generally the right direction. More fighters coming in. Our hydraulics are failing. Let's see if we can get our backup engineer to take care of our hydraulics while our actual engineer repairs these engines. See, my highly leveled up gunners did very well there. I should be using lean mixture right now. As soon as my engineer is done repairing this, I'm going to get him back into his seat so we can use lean because we're running a little low on fuel. Get our radio operator back in his seat, and our engineer back to his station. Nicely done, guys. Alright, got a new nav marker. Alright, my engineer is seated. Immediately go to lean. We have, on lean mixture, we have 14 minutes of fuel remaining. That should be plenty to get us back to base as long as we don't, for any reason, have to. All right. We're over friendly territory. Down to low altitude. In fact, I'm going to emergency dive just to get us down there faster. Speed up time. Let's not speed it up too much. Look crazy. All right, now we can speed up time. And something else has just failed. That's our O2. That's not the end of the world, since we're going to be at low altitude for the rest of the flight. But let's get Aitken a little bit of experience repairing stuff by sending him back there to do repair. All right, that's repaired. Back to your seat, Aitken. Now to our pilot. Get ready to lower the gear. All right, there you go. That was Operation Chastise, the next critical mission in the series of the campaign. Well done, Bomber Crew. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Check you next time.